I got the Merle Haggard Blues today.
Underwriting by Bobby Mackey's Country Music World, located at 44 Licking Pike in Wilder, Kentucky. Featuring Bobby Mackey and the Big Mac Band, DJ Brandon Morris, El Toro, the Turbo Bull.
And I ain't playing these because you're here, I'm playing because they're on the log.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, I knew that.
Still the way it
It's
is.
in the system.
Weather on WOBO is sponsored by
It's
Merle
right there in the
Haggard,
lot.
located
Yeah.
at 13113 Apex Drive in Walton, Kentucky. Their number is 859-485-1928 or www.burchsheetmetal.com.
And the Birch Sheet Metal weather looks like this today. Showers and thunderstorms all day. High of 82, a low of 63. On Friday, more showers and thunderstorms. Partly sunny skies early in the morning. The high of 81 and a low of 66. On Saturday, slight chance of thunderstorms with a high of 88 and a low of 66. Sunday, 50% chance of thunderstorms with a high of 84 and a low of 64. And on Memorial Day, 30% chance of thunderstorms with a high of 83. It is currently 66 degrees with light rain outside our studios. Humidity's at 98%. And the barometer's at 30.14 inches of mercury. You're listening to Thursday Morning Jamboree. My name is Gary Strong, along with our buddy Bobby Mackey. Bobby, the Merle Haggard Blues.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that being number one in this.
Thanks.
That's a great song. And what inspired you to write that? You just sitting around thinking of the hag that day?
I really don't know. I can't tell you. I was humming the melody and didn't know, all of a sudden didn't know what it was. And all of a sudden those words came with it. Because it was a blues type melody that I was messing with,
Right,
you know,
right.
blues type beat and everything. And it just came out. Like, sort of had the old Jimmy Rogers type
Right,
feel
right.
thing in my mind, you know.
You wrote a song that you was it David? Y'all did that.
Oh, yeah.
I like
David
Haggard, I
Barry,
like
David,
Jones.
David Barry, yeah.
When's that coming out?
Well, I'm waiting to find the spot. You know, I've just had this
Right.
Merle Haggard Blues out now, and we don't want too much Merle Haggard stuff, but we got a good cut on that. We wrote the song. I sing I Like Merle, and he sings I Like Jones, and
I Like Jones.
and we go back and forth with the Haggard and Jones stuff.
I'm gonna learn his part, so when he ain't around,
That's a good
you
idea.
can sing it.
David's going to be down this Saturday night.
Is
He's
he?
going to be our guest this Saturday night. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be over Saturday
Oh,
night.
okay, you gonna bring your mama over?
Mom's been on to me. She's gonna come over.
Oh, look forward to seeing your mom again. She grins when you stop in there and bring her in.
I've got to play at Buffalo Bob's in Florence, the hot wing joint.
Yeah.
I'll think about you if we'll have hot wings.
All right. Well, if you can.
And we get done early.
Yeah.
We get done about 10 o'clock,
David would be glad to see you.
and we'll load things up and come over and
Yeah.
visit with you a little bit. Actually, Mom's been on me for a few weeks, and
I can tell we're
gonna stop
when
by.
you guys come out, I can see her grinning in the darkness with the lights, you know.
oh yeah. So I know you're busy and you got a lot of things going on. What is the next step for Bobby Mackey?
The next number was
Next number one hit.
well, got this thing, and if you don't tell nobody, we'll
Sneak preview?
sneak peek it here.
All right, now, folks, you've heard it.
It's a sneak peek. Don't you tell nobody because it's not
Don't tell
released
nobody
yet.
about it, and you can say when it comes out, you can say I heard it on WOBO for the first time. It's the first time it's ever been played on the radio.
Yeah, I wrote this song, and I think I'm going to do a video on it. It'll probably be released in a couple of months, maybe something like that. Hopefully, we'll get it released prior to our 41st anniversary at the club, which is in September.
Right.
So I'd like to get it out ahead of that. And
I need
but
that.
let me stop and say one thing before we stop talking about the Merle Haggard Blues thing. I forgot to mention that the steel guitar player on there is Norman Hamlet, Merle Haggard's career steel guitar player. He
Played
was
with
from
Merle.
Bakersfield, and he played with Merle in the beginning when Merle was just playing 21 years old, playing in clubs in Bakersfield. Norman played his whole career with him, and that, you know, that the Merle Haggard Blues song, we asked him to do it, and he said sure. So we sent the thumb drive out there to a studio in Bakersfield. He put steel guitar on it and sent it back.
There you go.
So anyway, okay, back to today.
All right, back to the day.
Yeah, I got this.
You gave me, you know, one of your longtime friends and associates, great guy, Mr. R.J. Seifert. He's been a big part of Bobby Mackey through the years.
Oh my goodness.
In the club. Did
My
he title this song?
Yeah. RJ come up with that. You know, he's a good promotion man, you know.
Good promotion
So he come up with that. All of a sudden, I saw on promotion. He didn't even say anything about it. He on Twitter and on my Facebook. He handles the Facebook and stuff. But RJ don't like to be bragged upon. He gets red and turns his head.
Okay, I'm not gonna brag on him, but I'm gonna say this. If you're in the music business, everybody needs an RJ.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And you know, he's the best. That's all there is to
He
it.
absolutely is one of the best.
but,
And he's a good guy to go along with it.
But yes, he is. And I got him from a local radio station. He was he was a sales rep, my sales rep at a station back then. Where you did a bluegrass show on the station.
WSAI.
WSAI, exactly. And that's where I met RJ, and we had lunch. The general manager, Bob Laurie, was the general manager, and he'd gone from UBE to SAI when they first had. He was a sales rep, and then he went as the general manager, and he wanted to have lunch with me. So let's have lunch, and so RJ shows up with him, and he introduced me to my new sales rep at the station. He said, "I think you guys will get along good." And so RJ sat there. We had lunch over at the Quality Inn, where the restaurant went around. You know, we was way up.
Quick story about Bob.
Yeah.
And they had hired me to come in and do a bluegrass show. And Bob had a meeting with all of us. And we were standing there in the lobby. And he said, I want you to know, he said, I'm just like you guys, and I can take a joke, and, you know, we're going to be family. You know, he laid it all out on the line, what he had planned.
Great guy.
So I'd, you know, been there for a little while, and walking down the hall one day, I said, "Hey boss," I said, "what's a guy have to do to get a raise around here?" I said, "I've been here for, you know, a little while, and
Great bluegrass show every Sunday night."
You know, I said, I think I might deserve a raise. He said, "Well, what do you think you're worth?" I said, "Well, I'm worth my weight in gold, but you know, it's negotiable." And he got this real solemn look on his face and turned around and walked off. And I said, "Wait a minute, Bob, wait a minute. You said you could take a joke." He looked at me and he said, "Gary, your weight in gold, you're talking about $250,000. And he said, "That ain't nothing to laugh about." He got me good, and he did. So,
Great guy. But while we were having lunch, I brought up the fact that this was the club had just opened, you know, and I brought up I'd heard that there was a mechanical bull out at Mickey Gillies out in Pasadena, Texas, outside of Houston. And I didn't know nothing about it. I just heard talk about it. Said they're making a movie out there about this mechanical bull. And you know, Bob Laurie didn't know anything about it either. And I just knew, that's all I knew about it. Well, you know, RJ didn't say much during the whole lunch. And, you know, we left the lunch, and it wasn't 2 hours, so he called me and had a whole rundown on the mechanical bull. Just how much it costs us, how long it take you to get it, and you know, and I said, "Well, RJ, I have to see it. I can't imagine." I said, you know, Texas is cowboy oriented, and, you know, I can see, and I don't know if these Kentucky boys are cowboy enough to be riding a mechanical bull or not. And by golly, we decided we got to go see it then. So it was in Gillies. We got to go see it. So by golly, we got it together, and we made the trip out. We flew out, had it all set up for somebody from Gillies. Gator, who was in the Urban Cowboy movie, the dancer, the guy danced to the Orange Blossom Special.
Right.
had set up, he met us at the airport with a Gillies t-shirt on. So when we got off the plane, we looked for a guy with a Gillies t-shirt. He hauled us to Gillies. We spent the whole night there. He took us back to the airport and dropped us off, and we got a plane back home. But that night they were finishing up the movie in the parking lot, the Urban Cowboy movie. The scene in the parking lot when after that guy that Sissy was going to leave with
Right.
had robbed Sherwood Crier there,
Mhm.
and then of course she and there was a fight, and she and Bud got back together right there. Anyway, that's when they were finishing that scene up. As they shut it down, after they shut the filming down, Deborah Winger came in and rode the bull. And
Wow.
of course I had to buy one then when I saw it.
Gotta have a bull.
Yeah, I gotta have a bull. But anyway, I found out there the cowgirls rode it too, and I said this will be great, and it has been ever since. And it's been we got it in '79, in the fall of '79.
Yeah.
We wore out a few.
Wore 5 of them out, I think.
Wore 5.
Yeah, at least 5.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow. Okay, so that leads us up to
America's honky tonk.
our next #1 hit for Bobby Mackey. You heard it here first, folks.
Sneak preview.
America's Honky Tonk. So what do you say about putting us a valve in?
He said it'd be easier to cut an access hole where you can just reach right down, turn it off, and he said it'd be a pain in the butt to have an exposed pipe sticking up with a valve, and somebody could accidentally kick it, drop something on it, bump it, and break it. He said just cut you an access hole like what's back in the back, just a small one where you can pop the panel out, reach down, turn it off, put the panel back down, you're done.
On the valve that's existing now?
On the existing valve that's on the floor. He said just figure out where it's at along the floor, cut you an access panel out there, pop the panel off, turn the valve off, turn it back on, put your panel back down, be done. He said that won't cost you nothing. He said it cost you a lot, plus it'd be an exposed hunk of pipe sticking up out of the floor there. Somebody could accidentally bump or kick or whatever, and you'd have a worse mess than he had.
He just,
So he shut it off the street. He said, let me take you out and show you where it's at the street, so if worse comes to worse, you can go out there and do it.